swear to God, every time I want to film a video, something stupid happens, like an ice cream truck. You even see him? Hey, you can hear him. Alright, everybody, what's up? Mad Max here. Gonna talk a little bit about my S65 and what's wrong with it. Let's go through it. Yeah, so here she is. So, part one, you can see that I'm looking very hella flush. Very, very hella flush. Very hella flush on this side, and not so hella flush on this side. So, reason for that is the ABC suspension has collapsed. There's a line that popped, and if you look down here, you can see that I poured in a quart of fluid and it immediately decided to exit the premises. So let's look on the inside, see what's wrong there too. Oh, everything lights up. I have the intake tube sitting on the floor right now because I started taking some stuff apart to see which ABC line was bad. So if radio is part one of what's wrong, there we go. See, it says system unavailable. Amplifier is bad and disconnected. Suspension, as we said before, is bad. Doors do not lock and unlock. PSC module is bad as well. So we're going to go through that today and actually replace a couple components to try to get that working. Remember when I said that the airlocks weren't working? Well, that means your power trunk doesn't work either. So you have to do stupid things like turn a key to open it. And try and do it with one hand. It's heavy. Whew. Alright, so she's up. These cars are not meant to have their power trunks opened manually. They don't like it. That is why it doesn't want to work. Alright, so let's go over some of the parts that I got. I got rotors, which are rusty, which we're going to do some rust remover on. I have a trunk hinge. I have a radio amplifier. And the pièce de la résistance, a door lock module. Yeah, so I'm going to start cracking on this thing. Already got the trunk apart, so you can see the door lock module, which you'll see right there. Alright, so moment of truth, module is swapped. The ultimate test is soft close. Watch that again. Oop. Yeah, buddy. Let's just test it with the key as well. Yep. A little slow. It's probably still building up some pressure in the system, but she works. Yeah. Alright, so today we're here at UR Motorsports to look at the S65, which is getting its hydraulic line replaced. Alright, so as you see, the system is open right now. Replaced the line, which ran down there. It attached somewhere in here and then ran underneath, and it looked like it was just a cooler because it ran nowhere. So swapped out. They filled it up, waiting for some air to come out of the system, and then they're going to start it up and try to bleed it a little bit more. I might be driving this car today, except for very, very bald tires and brakes that if you can see here. I mean, that lip is bad. It lives! It lives! Sorry about the noise. The guy's mowing the lawn, but it lives. The suspension is back up to ride height. It was a single line in the front. And let's go take this out for the first drive. I'm excited. Can't wait to take this thing for a spin. So, I am in the S65 right now. This is the first time that I have had the thing running. I got all sorts of warning lights still because I have to reset the service lights and I have to do the brakes. So, I mean, that is what it is, but she's there, she's done. Let's see. Ooh, this thing's quick. The brakes are shot. Oh yeah, she's got some pep in her step. This is good. I'm liking this thing so far. We're about to pull out onto a highway. And see what she does. Now, I am going to be stuck in heavy traffic, but at least I'm going to get a kind of feel for this thing. This thing, you can feel it's got some power behind it. It's scary quiet. I'm sure I'm getting some blower noise on the on these. The AC is not working so hot. It kind of, I think it's something to do with the auto climate control, because as soon as I turn the AC to like 68, it's blowing hot air out of one and blowing cool air out of the others, and it's just not good. So we're just gonna leave that at 50 something and just let it kind of figure itself out. There's definitely a misfire when you get on it a little bit. I don't know if that's just from sitting. Woo! Okay, you don't realize how fast this car is until you punch it. It is, wow, it has some power. I definitely feel a light misfire, but it might clear itself out just from driving a little bit. It is fast. Going over this car a little bit more. In terms of power, at first it doesn't hit you. You don't realize how fast you're going. This car is fast. Is it as fast as my Audi? I don't think it is. I really don't. But the way it puts the power down is so effortless, it's hysterical. If I put this thing into sport mode and I just roll into it, it is so unbelievably fast. That's 60 from 30. 45. 60. It's absolutely insane how fast this car is for how big it is. Have I driven Lambos and stuff that are faster? Of course. But this thing, the way it puts down the power is hysterical. There goes the rear air again. Does it have some issues? Oh, most certainly it does. The back air is acting funky. The radio is kind of funky. The climate control, you have to keep it like ice cold in order for no hot air to blow out. There's probably some kind of heater valve behind the dash that is just done. The sunroof I'm not even going to test. I'm honestly afraid that it's going to get stuck open. The radio and nav seems to work. The suspension works. The rear shade works. A lot of this car works. And again, for the money, Holy cow. How can you argue with this? This thing is literally a running, driving, mostly functioning twin-turbo V12 Mercedes for under $6,000. Under $5,000 right now. Once I buy a set of tires, I'm going to probably bump a couple $100 over $5. Let's just call it $5,500. Let's call it a running, driving, decent S65 for $5,500, which is nothing short of unbelievable. The dynamic seats, they grip you. I know that the massage works. All the bolstering works as intended. Yep, see, there it goes right now. It's pushing me on the one side. What can I say? This is amazing. This thing is absolutely unbelievable, and I cannot believe that I own one of these cars finally. Would I like a more sorted one? Absolutely. That's for another time. That's for a time when I have some money to spare and can hold on to a car for a little while, because I do think that these original 65 cars are going to start appreciating within the next year or so. They are cool, they are fast, and they're comfortable. My neighbors must think I'm a drug dealer driving this thing around. I'm pretty sure they think I am anyway, since I have all sorts of random cars that show up in my driveway from time to time. But this is like the ultimate I'm a drug dealer car. Or it's the ultimate I'm a dictator of a third world country car. Because let's face it, the S-Class Mercedes, especially in black, is the official car of the dictator. Alright, so she's home and sitting nice and level. So next time, I am going to do the brakes on this car, and still need to detail it and do front tires. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and let me know what you think.